Well, hello, everybody. Dr. Brad Nelson here. And we are going to be doing some body code work today. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll take 2 or 3 volunteers. It's been a while since I've been online. So, as far as Facebook and doing lives and things, just had a lot of stuff going on. So it's really nice to connect with all of you. So let's see here. Florence says hi from Hawaii. And of course, we always have people from all over the world. So Leela says hello to you. And we'll have more people coming on as we go here. Also, we are going to be taking some volunteers. Hello, Carla, and hello, Exalted Copper Energy Healing, and Connor from Vancouver, and Penny from Penny says hello. Wow, there's just a lot of people joining. Sasha and Maureen and Maria from Brooklyn, New York, and Odette, hello, and Cheryl and Lauren from Alabama. I'm actually in Meridian, Mississippi today. We're on our way back to Florida. We were in Florida a week or 2 ago, 2 weeks ago, I guess, and we're going back where I'm actually taking a training myself back here. But we stopped in Meridian, Mississippi. There, it's just a really nice little airport. So if you live in the area, come over and say hello. So we've got Shanna from Desert Hot Springs, and Carmen from Michigan, and Josie from Quebec, and Maria from the UK, and Katie from London, and Connie from Iowa. And she says she's excited for the belief code. We're starting to work on that really soon. Okay, like now. We just launched our new body code certification program, and that was a huge thing. And so now we've set that aside, and we're taking a week to breathe, and then we're going to jump right into the belief code. Nancy from Nashville, which is not very far from where I am here in Meridian, Mississippi today. And Sasha's from Florida, and Kathy, hello, from San Diego. Amber from Ontario, and Anna and Connor, and Bancy from Australia, hello. And Janice from Wisconsin, yes, I'm sure it is cold. Wada from Kuwait. So anyway, and Elena from Romania, and gosh, London and Nebraska. Well, I can't read all these. It would take the whole time. So, but anyway, I do want to say hello to all of you. It's really nice to be able to connect. It's kind of amazing that we can actually connect this way. The technology is really cool, right? So we do have somebody that we're going to be working with today, and let's see if we can talk to her. Janet, there you are. Hi. Can you hear me okay? Hi.
I can hear you a little in and out, but yes. Hi, how are you?
Little in and out. Okay. Well, pretty good. Yeah, I'm doing all right. So tell me, what's going on with you? You have something specific happening, right?
Yeah, I'm having issues with my arm, my right arm. It was seemed like it was tennis elbow at first. Now it's kind of moved up into the upper arm, a little maybe more muscular, but I've gone to 8 weeks of physical therapy for it, and that didn't seem to do much of anything. And I've been going to acupuncture since roughly November, about once a week. And
okay.
Seems to get a little bit better, but then it doesn't really, it just comes back.
Okay, and it's the right side, and where's most of the pain at?
I'm so sorry. Say that one more time.
Okay. Where is most of the pain in your arm? Is it kind of in the elbow or more in the shoulder, or what?
So up here in the arm, and then down into the elbow as well.
Okay.
And then down along the muscle into kind of the wrist area.
Okay. All right. And so this has been going on now total how long? How long has this been going on again?
It's probably recovered.
You don't seem to have a very good connection, I guess.
Sorry, could you hear me? It started about last April.
Oh yeah, okay, last April. Wow, okay. All right. Okay, so if you were to describe the level of discomfort that's going on in there, how would you rate it? on a 0 to 10 right now at this moment?
Right now, I
If
would
you
say
move,
it's probably about a 4. Probably about a 4, if you can hear me right now, and it goes up to about an 8 or a 9 if I'm more active with it. Yeah. So an average, it's on a 4, a level 4.
okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab our body code here, which is running on my desktop, and we're going to take a look and see if we can find what is maybe the underlying cause or some underlying causes of this, and see if it'll help you. So this work, of course, has come from up above, and there is an up above, and there's a higher power. There's a, we all have a father above who loves us. This is just what I believe. We all believe different things, but that's what I believe. And so what we like to do before we do a session, we like to take a moment and just connect with that higher power, whatever you believe, great. And so give me just a moment here. Okay, Jana, let's see. I'm going to be using the ring-in-ring method today, okay? And so it's going to look like this. As I ask questions of your subconscious mind, the answers will flow back to my subconscious mind and will manifest on my physical body as either strong for yes, and the rings will stay together, or my body will be slightly weaker. If the answer coming from your subconscious mind to my subconscious mind is no, my body will be a little bit weaker and you'll see the rings break open, okay? All right, so here we go. So looking at our chart here, let's ask, is there an underlying reason why you're having this pain that you've described in the right arm? And I get a yes on that. And so so we've got 6 different possibilities, right? There's 6 different main categories of things that can go wrong, 6 different kinds of imbalances. So this first imbalance that your subconscious mind has in mind, right? There may be several, I don't know. But this first one, is it on the right side of our chart? And I get a no. So that means it's got to be one of these 3, at least this first imbalance. The next one could be over on the right side. I don't know. But this first imbalance, is it in the energy area? No. So is it in circuits or systems? Yes. So is it one of these on the left side? No. So is it an organ? It's an organ. Let's go there. Well, what organ is it? Is it an organ? And there's a few of these. So we'll scroll down a little bit. You can see all of these. Is it one of these on the left side? No. So is it bladder? No. Is it gallbladder? So it's gallbladder. Okay. So Jana, you probably still have your gallbladder, right? Sometimes people get them taken out.
I do, yes. I do still have that, yes.
Okay. Just thought I'd check.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay, so let's see. So the gallbladder does various things, right? It secretes bile, et cetera. And of course, if you're using the body code, it tells you all of these things. But one of the things you'll notice here is common symptoms. And one of those common symptoms is, number 1 is right knee discomfort. Look at number 2. Number 2 is discomfort in the right shoulder. Why is that? The reason why is because of the muscle connections, okay? So in other words, think about it this way. Imagine that you're sitting in your living room and your child, your kid, is in the bathroom and they're plugging in every blow dryer that you own and they're chaining them all together, and all of a sudden, boom, they blow the fuse. Well, you're listening to the radio or something in the living room, maybe the radio shuts off. That would happen if they're on the same circuit, right? If you go outside to the garage or you find wherever the circuit panel is in your house and you flip that breaker that got popped, okay, that fuse that was blown, everything turns on again. Well, this is how the body works. When you overload an organ like the gallbladder, what happens is these particular muscles kind of become imbalanced as well. They're on the same kind of circuit. And so, in other words, this muscle right here in the front of the shoulder on the right side is going to be imbalanced in your body because your gallbladder is unhappy. It's not balanced. So decoding, we've already identified that it's the gallbladder. So let's go to association and ask, is there an associated imbalance that we need to decode? Yes. So there's something else. The plot thickens. So let's go back out to the home page and let's see what shows up. Okay. And let me just make a note really quick here. Okay. There's something else that is actually connected to this. And the reason why in the body code we ask, when we find something, we ask always if there's something associated with that. It's how we find the deeper underlying causes. In other words, maybe this is an imbalance. Maybe this is the gallbladder that's imbalanced, right? But maybe that's being imbalanced by something else. And we want that something else. We have to find that. And that's what we're doing right now. So let's see. What is this something else? Is it on the right side of the body code chart? No. Is it in the energies area? It's in the energies area. So is it one of these on the left side? Could be, but it's not. Is it an allergy or an intolerance? No. So is it something emotional? It is. Okay. Now, when you have a misaligned bone or any misaligned tissue, or you have an imbalance in a chakra or an organ or a gland, it's usually something emotional, usually some kind of trapped emotion. So is it something on the right or the left? It's on the left. Is it a trapped emotion? It is. Let's go there. And so then we've got 6 different types of trapped emotions, really. And this is really about, for the most part, when they occurred, but also how they occurred. So is it one of these on the left side? It is. So did it happen in the womb? Is it a prenatal trapped emotion? No. Did it happen before you were conceived? No. So it's an inherited trapped emotion. Okay, so we inherit emotional energies from mom or dad at conception, right? And so let's scroll down and see what this is. Is this emotion listed in the chart in column A? It is. It's in column A. So is it in one of the odd rows? Yes. Is it in row 1? No. Is it in row 3? No. So it's in row 5 in column A. So is the emotion blaming? No. Is it dread? No. Fear. So this is an inherited emotion of fear. And where'd you get this from when you were conceived? Did you get it from your mom? Nope. It came from your dad. Okay. So did your dad get this from somebody earlier? So he got it when he was conceived, and he got it from who? From mom? Nope, from dad. So your grandpa has, passed this to you, but did he get it from somebody earlier? Yes. So how many generations back does this go? Does it go back 10 generations or 9 or 8 or 7? It goes back 7 generations. Okay. All right. So Jana, do you have any kids? Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh, there we go. How about that? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, much better.
No, I do not.
All right, that's fine. So let's go ahead and we'll release this energy. Okay, now I'm going to leave my hat on. I can take my hat off. It doesn't matter. So just to show you, you can have a hat or hair, which I don't have. But I'm going to take my hand and I'm just going to pass my hand over from my forehead over the top of my head to the back of my neck. And we'll do this 10 times. All right, awesome. So now, did we release that inherited trapped emotion? Yeah, okay, good. So we found that because your gallbladder was unhappy, imbalanced, right? Is your gallbladder happy now? Yes, it is. So then that means that muscle that's connected to the gallbladder, in this case right here in the front of the shoulder on the right side, that should be balanced. Is it? Yes. So now what I want you to do is I'd like you to stand up and walk around for a minute, okay? Just stand up and walk around. This is always an optional thing, but I like to do this because when people are in pain and you correct something, you release a trapped emotion like we just did, things are going to be moving around and settling into new places. Sometimes bones will realign and things will balance and shift around a little bit. And so when you have somebody stand up and walk, it just accelerates that process a little bit. Okay, good. That's fine, Jana. Now, why don't you try moving that arm around a little bit? Let's see how that's feeling now compared to how it was feeling before.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, I can still feel that muscle tightness in there. I can't quite come across. That's kind of where it really pulls in.
Okay.
So it's still there.
Still there. 0 to 10, how would you rate it? Do you feel like like there's any improvement in there or no?
It still feels pretty much the same.
Okay, it's about the same. It's about a 4. All right, no worries. So now, when we're using this kind of work, what we're doing, really what we're focused on is finding the imbalances and removing those. Symptoms are the last things to appear. They're often the first things to go away too. But we're not so much really focused on the symptoms as we are the imbalances. We want to find out what those are, because sometimes things take time to heal. But let's go back to the homepage on the body code, and let's ask your subconscious mind, is there another underlying reason for this pain that you've been having? Yes. Is this next reason on the left side? Yes. So is it in the energies area? No. Is it in circuits or systems? It's in circuits or systems. So is it on the left side? Yes. Is it a disconnection? It is. So some kind of a disconnection. Is it something on the left side of the chart here? No. So is it spirit out of body, or is it some kind of a spirit physical disconnection, or a spirit break? So you have what we call a spirit break. Now, you can think of this as a break or a tear or a fracture in the spirit itself. Now, let me just back up here. What is the spirit? Well, here's what I believe. And, we all believe different things, and that's fine. But what I believe is that within us, each one of us, we have this spirit. And I believe, in fact, everything has a spirit. Animals, of course, trees, but when a person dies, that spirit leaves and goes on. While we're alive, that spirit is within our body. And this phenomenon, this spirit break, you'll see there's a little icon of a broken heart. It's almost always a fractured or broken heart, okay, that causes this. So in other words, let's ask, is that true in your case? Is this affecting your spirit heart? Yes. Is it affecting any other part of your body? No. So what happens is this is literally a broken heart. Okay. And if we could take a look, if we could open up your chest and see your heart in there beating, it would look like be about the size of your clenched fist, and it would look just about like any other. It would look like any other woman's heart of a woman, your height and weight and age and so on, right? But if we could look into your spirit being and see your spirit heart in there, it would also look like about the size of your fist. But in this case, it would look broken in some way, split or fractured. And so let's scroll down a little bit and let's ask, let's see, do we need to identify more about this disconnection? This is kind of a disconnection between the parts of your heart. I get a no. All right, interesting. So let's see here. Okay, so we know there's a broken heart. There's an associated imbalance. Yeah, there are almost always trapped emotions, actually, that will be the underlying causes of this. So let's go back to the homepage and let's ask, is there something associated with this? Yes. Is it in the energies area? It is. Is it emotional? Just kind of cutting to the chase. Yeah, it's almost always emotional. Is it a trapped emotion? It is. Yeah. So that's usually what we find. And we've been finding this for years. So this first trapped emotion, is it one of these on the left side of our chart? No. So is it a common trapped emotion? So a common trapped emotion is an emotion that occurred between birth and now. Okay. And let's scroll down and look at the list. So is this emotion listed in column A? No, it's in column B. Is it in one of the odd rows? Yes. Is it in row 1 or row 3 or row 5? So it's in row 5 in column B. So it's one of these. Is the emotion conflict? Is it creative insecurity? So this first one is what we call creative insecurity. And creative insecurity is it's a specific kind of insecurity that's connected to the act of creation. And so I think typically these are these emotions like this one, creative insecurity, get stuck in the body when there was something that you were trying to create. Maybe it was a relationship, maybe it was a souffle or a job or a career or something, and something went wrong. And so it developed this emotion of insecurity specifically connected to the act of creation. And this is actually something that broke your heart, apparently, or is part of that. Does that ring any kind of a bell? Anything you can think of that might be about?
I mean, there could be a couple of things, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, no worries. Let's ask, is there anything else we need to know about this? Not really. So let's clear this emotion of creative insecurity. And it's just 3 swipes. Okay. 3 swipes. because this was something that was between birth and now. Inherited ones we do 10, right? Like the last time we did. Did we release that? Yes. Okay. Do you still have a broken heart? Yes. Okay. Is there another trapped emotion we can release? Yep. Okay. That's pertaining to this. And so is this in column A? Yes. Is it in one of the odd rows? Yes. Is it in row 1 or 3 or 5? It's also in row 5. But column A this time, is the emotion blaming or dread? Is it fear or horror or peeved? Okay, actually, this one is inherited, and that can happen. So is this inherited blaming or inherited dread or inherited fear or horror or peeved? Yeah, but it's horror, actually. Horror, of course, it sounds really intense, and it is. Typically, it's about getting some kind of horrific news, I think. Something really traumatic, somebody suddenly dying, or your husband out of the blue asks you for a divorce, or those kinds of things can create this really intense emotion that you can be horrified about. And so, did you get this from your mother or from your father? You got this also from your father. Did he get it from somebody earlier? From his father, from his mother? Okay. So it came from your father's mother, and did she get it from somebody earlier? How far back does this go? Does it go back for 10 generations or 5 or 4? It goes back 4 generations. So your mom got it from her mom? No, from her dad. So it goes father, mother, father, and then he got it from mother, from father. So, all right. So your dad, grandma, great, your great-great-grandfather, your father's mother's father's father developed this trapped emotion and has passed that down to the line to you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You with me so far?
I am, yes, trying to keep up, but yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right. So broken heart, do we need to know more about this emotion of horror? No, there's nothing else to know. So let's go ahead and release that one. All right. Did we release that? We did. Did that release the that inherited emotion of horror from you and also from your dad and his mom and her dad and his dad? So it cleared from everybody. And do you still have a broken heart? So that spirit heart now, is it broken still? No. Okay. So that, by releasing that energy, that kind of put that back together. So because that was affecting your heart, I would say probably that emotion of horror probably had to do with some kind of a relationship thing, with your great-great-grandfather. I don't know. When you die, you can ask him. I'm sure you'll run into him.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. We'll just stand up and walk around for a minute now. Let's see how that's feeling.
Sure. All right, let's walk around and see.
There you go.
So, actually, it's definitely a little bit better. I have a little more range of motion. I still can feel it. It's still there.
Okay. All right.
But if I can go a little further.
Cool. All right. Well, let's see if we can clear one more and just see what we can do here. So let's go back out to the homepage in the body code, and let's ask: is there another underlying reason why you're still having some discomfort in that arm, and shoulder, and so on? Yeah, there's another reason. What's the reason? Is it on the right side of our body code chart? No, it's on the left. So is it in the energies area? It is. And is it on the left side of this chart? Yes. Is it something post-traumatic? It is. Okay. So is it on the right side of this chart, left side? Is it physical trauma? This is a physical trauma. So when you receive a blow of some kind, right, the energy of that blow, whatever it is, maybe it's from a surgery, or like it says here, maybe an extreme illness. More commonly, it's from a fall or a hit, maybe a car accident. Maybe you hit your head really hard getting into your car, or a lot of the time things like that happen and we kind of forget about them. But the energy then, instead of going through us, sometimes that energy gets stuck inside of us and it just stays there. And that's what's going on here. So let's see, do we need to know more about, or like it says here, is it necessary to identify more about this energy? Yes or no? Not really. So is there an associated imbalance that needs to be decoded? Nope. All right. Awesome. So that's easy. So 1, 2, 3 swipes. Did we release that physical trauma energy from you? Yes, we did. Okay. Walk around again a little bit and
Okay.
let's see how that feels.
Okay.
And remember, for the rest of you, the walking thing is just optional. I just like to do that. I just like to make people to see
stand
how
up and
things are
shake it out a
going.
little bit.
Yeah.
Still there, but definitely not quite as tight, but definitely still there up in the kind of the bicep area.
Okay. So let's come back to the body code and let's ask, is there another underlying reason why you're having this discomfort still? Yes, there's another reason. Let's see what this is. Is it something on the left side of the chart? No. Is it a pathogen? It could be anything on the chart, right? Anything can cause anything. Is it a misalignment? It's a misalignment of something. So is it something on the left side? No. Right side? Is it something in the skeleton? It is. So there's something in the skeleton. Now it's the arm and shoulder. So it could be something over here in the appendicular skeleton, right? Because that's the arms and legs. Is that where it is? No, it's something in the axial skeleton. So that's the rest of the skeleton. That's the skull and the ribs and spine, everything else. So is it something on the left side of this chart? Yes. Is it something in the vertebral column? No, it's actually something in the skull. Oh, okay. So the plot really does thicken here. The bone alignment in your head. All right. So we've got all these bones, and then we've got facial bones. And so there's a whole nother page of those, right? So so let's see what bone this is. Is it one of these bones on the left side of this page? No. So it's one of these. Is it the frontal bone? No. Parietal? No. Temporal? No. Occipital? Yes. So it's your occipital bone. The occipital bone is the bone that's right at the base of the skull right here, right? It's a really important bone. It helps the pumping mechanism, the cerebrospinal fluid that goes up and down the spine into the ventricles of the brain and so on. If this bone stops moving normally, it can kind of get stuck, and we would say it's misaligned. All the bones of the skull do move a little bit, not a lot, but a little, and so sometimes they can get stuck and they won't move like they're supposed to, and then that creates trouble. So let's see, we've already identified the misaligned bone. Let's go to association. Is there an associated imbalance that we need to decode? Yes. So in other words, this bone is not functioning well, but there's a reason. Okay, there's something else. Let's go back out to the home page. And what's the reason? Is it on the right side? Is it in the energies area? Watch, it's probably a trapped emotion. Is it something on the left side? No, allergy or intolerance, emotional. It's something emotional. Remember what I said. Usually when you have a misaligned bone or any tissue that's misaligned, it's usually a trapped emotion. And is that what it is? Yep, that's what it is. So is it one of these on the left side? Yeah, okay. So is it prenatal or preconception or inherited? It's another inherited trapped emotion. So let's see here. All right, an inherited trapped emotion. And let's see what emotion this is. We'll scroll down. And is it one of these in column A? No. So it's in column B. Is it in one of the odd rows in column B? Yes. Is it in row 1? It's in row 1, column B. So this is inherited. Remember, you got this at conception. So is it inherited effort unreceived? No. Is it inherited heartache? Yep, it's inherited heartache. Okay. Heartache. Who'd you get this from when you were conceived? Did you get this from your mom? Yep, mom gave it to you. Did your mom get it from somebody earlier? Yep, from her mom. Yep, there we go. Grandma. And then does this go back even further? Yes. How many generations? 5? Yep. 10? Yep. 15? No. 14, 13, 12, 11. It goes back 11 generations, which is quite a ways. You know, it's like 256, 275 years, something like that, give or take. Do we need to know anything else about this? We don't. Let's release this one. Here we go. So remember, what's happening here is we found this is an inherited trapped emotion of heartache you got from your mom, goes back 11 generations, and it's making this bone back here not function right. And that can affect everything all the way down. So here we go. Let's release it. There we go, 10 swipes. Now let's ask, do we release that emotion? Yep. And did that heartache release also from your mom? Yep. And from her mom? Yep. And from all those 11 generations? Yep. Okay, go ahead, stand up and walk around now and see how that's feeling.
Okay. It's still there.
Okay.
But definitely, like I said, definitely it's a little looser, but definitely still there.
Okay, good. All right. Awesome. So 0 to 10, you rated it at about a 4 when we started. How would you rate it now?
I would say it's a 2 or a 3 now. It's and I'm judging it by the way I can pull my arm around.
Okay.
So I can go a little further than I was, but yeah, so a little bit better.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, hopefully from what we did today, well, let's go back to the homepage really quick and let's ask, is there another underlying imbalance that we can release that's contributing to this today? No, there's nothing else that's showing up right now. So I would expect that probably this is going to start improving now. By tomorrow or the next day, it might be totally gone. Sometimes things take a little bit of time to heal. I mean, if there's a truck parked on your foot and we push the truck off your foot, it's going to feel, some relief, but it's going to be a couple days for you to heal.
Take a while for it to heal. Yeah, absolutely.
That's kind of how this works too. So hopefully within, hopefully this will just start improving. If there's still other things, going on with it, then there's going to be more to do. But think about how interesting it is what we found. Just to recap here, there's an imbalance in your gallbladder affecting this muscle, right? And that was from inherited fear from 7 generations ago. Then you had a broken heart from an inherited emotion of horror that went back, I guess, 4 generations. Then a physical trauma energy that was stuck in your body from something that happened. And then that occipital bone. Let's ask, is that occipital bone happy and balanced now? It is. So that bone's functioning. So be a good idea for you to maybe take a little walk today for a while, let things kind of settle in even more. And that was from an inherited, inherited heartache from 11 generations back. So good. So that kind of gives you an idea how this works. It's kind of fun. You never know what's going to show up.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jana.
Thank you very much. This was great and very, very informative. I read the book, The Emotion Code. It was fascinating. Actually, you read the book and I listened to it.
Oh, good.
But it was fabulous. My mom's now read it, and this is really interesting. So thank you very much, Dr. Nelson. I greatly appreciate you having me on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're so welcome. Well, keep us posted. Let us know how you do. Okay.
Absolutely, I will. Thank you so much.
All right. See you later.
Bye-bye. Take care.
You too. All right, cool. Well, so that kind of gives you an idea how this works. And of course, a lot of you are familiar with this, but this is how it's done. And it's amazing to think that we can make a connection like this at a distance, and there's really no barrier of distance at all. Now, in Western medicine, in Western biology and so on, this kind of thing, there's nowhere to put this because it doesn't make any sense, right? Because in Western biology, for example, everything is just about chemical reactions and, the biology of everything. But there's a higher level of thinking. And that higher level of thinking is simply quantum physics. It's quantum mechanics. It's the study of what our true reality is, what the nature of reality is, and how we are really, truly all very interconnected, and how we can entangle energies. In other words, that's what I was doing basically with Jana. She and I, our energies were entangled at a distance. I don't have any idea where Jana was. It doesn't even matter, right? But our energies were entangled. Therefore, I was able to ask questions and get instantaneous responses on my own body. So, this work, it seems really simple, and it is. But the reality of it is, what we're doing is we're just taking very practical advantage of what we've learned from quantum physics. And that's kind of fun stuff. So anyway, yeah, let's see here. I think we have another volunteer maybe that's going to be popping in here in a minute. And let's see here. I think we've got time to take another volunteer. Let's see. So I get help here. I have people online that are helping me to, with the volunteers and so on. And so, so in the meantime, We've got someone on from India, so hello to you. And let's see here. Crystal says, so I'm not beyond help. No, I don't think anybody's beyond help. I mean, think of it this way, okay? We all have a certain lifespan. I mean, nobody gets out of this world alive. You know, we're all born, and just as we're all born, we all die. But a lot of the time, what happens to us is we end up getting sick. Now, people for the most part don't get sick. They don't develop some kind of a disease or something overnight. It's a matter of collecting a bunch of different kinds of imbalances, right? And then our health kind of goes into this downward spiral. And so, you know, the reality of it is there are lots of people that are kind of in that downward spiral. So so let's see here. Oh, hi, Kathy. I haven't seen you for a while. Nice to hear from you. So let's see here. Yeah, there's a. I think my staff is probably sending a link out to you guys, or maybe there's a link in here somewhere. Let me see. There's a special link that that they can send to you. Give me just 1 second here. Hold on. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so so Alanya just sent a link. One of you, it looks like there was a woman that she selected that has pain with her jaw. Okay. Leela says, I love playing along with Dr. Brad. I use my own intuition to get answers. So far, I've been fairly accurate. Good for you. Yeah. Now, one of the things that's really interesting, too, is when, you know, my wife and I, we just celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary in August this last year. So we've decided to shoot for another 10 years, right? But she's amazing, and she's worked with me for many years. And she's, you know, incredibly intuitive and incredibly gifted. And it's always fun when I get to work on somebody with her. So she and I will often work together. And if if you've got a spouse or a friend that's involved in this work or that would like to get involved, it's really fun when two people can work on one person together. And when she and I do that, it's really interesting because it's kind of like, it's almost like we're pulling on different threads in a garment. And sometimes we end up and we're on the same thread and we find the same exact thing. But sometimes most of the time, she'll find different things than I will. And it's because, you know, there's so much complexity going on with a person, and you've got that energy field of a person. And when you're, it's almost like dipping into the quantum stream. You know, if there's a stream flowing by you and you take a cup and you dip into that stream, and you take a cup later and you dip in, and you get another cup, is the water in those two cups exactly the same? Well, not really. It's a little bit different. But anyway, okay, it looks like Anne is trying to connect here. So let's see. Hold on. It says device is not connected. You'll need to connect your mic or and your camera before I can add you in. Okay. So just make sure that you get those connected up. So anyway, yeah, so you never know. It's fun to work on someone with another person that knows what they're doing, because you can cover a lot of ground, and that's what she and I have done before. It's kind of fun. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Looks like Anne is trying to connect her mic and her camera, and it looks like she's maybe having some trouble. So, well, you might want to send out another one of those. She's having trouble with the link. It says you might want to try a different browser, Anne. Like maybe if you have Firefox or Google Chrome, those seem to work pretty well. That could be the issue. Okay, that could be the issue. Yeah. Maybe try it again if you've got Google Chrome or Firefox. All right. Let's see here. We'll give Anne another minute to try again here. Yeah, she's trying to get on. So Let's see. Yeah, and I'm not seeing, it says device is not connected. So it looks like it's maybe not going to work today. So I'll just answer some questions, okay? So Shannon says, can you do this for stubborn weight loss? Well, and yes, you can. See, the thing about it is the subconscious mind is really in control. If you think about your total intelligence, your conscious mind is a very, very small part of that total intelligence. And your subconscious mind, on the other hand, is the part of you that's running your body and creating new cells all the time and running everything. And if your subconscious mind doesn't want you to lose weight because it has reasons like, if maybe your subconscious mind believes if you lose weight, it'll be dangerous for you, or it won't be safe anymore, or people won't like you as much, or you might get assaulted or something, like you heard of somebody else maybe that happened to. So the subconscious mind is it's very, very particular that way. So yeah, you can ask questions like, for example, is there a trapped emotion that is contributing to your inability to lose weight? Things like that. So let's see here. Yeah, Safari doesn't seem to work very well for this. Firefox works great. All right, let's see here. So let me show you really quickly. Let me show you the body code here. Here we go. So this is the body code. It's running in a browser window right now on my computer, and currently this app is called. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay. Currently, this app is called the Discover Healing app. So if you go to the App Store, you'll find it there. It's the Discover Healing app. And the body code is what the system is. When I was in practice, what I found is that there are 6 major different categories of imbalances that cause all of our trouble. And you can find those imbalances because the subconscious mind knows exactly what they are. And so I spent about 20 years in practice. The last 10 years, I was working primarily with people that had been told there was really no hope for them at all. And the vast majority of them were able to get well. Why? Because I knew how to ask questions and get answers from their subconscious minds. Hey, here's Janet. Let's add Janet to the stream. Hi, Janet. Can you hear me okay? We can't hear you. Looks like you're muted, maybe.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, fantastic.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay. I can.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Looks like you're muted, maybe.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, fantastic.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay. I can.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Looks like you're muted, maybe.
Can you hear me now?
It's delayed.
Yeah, fantastic.
Hi.
Yeah, some kind of delay.
I can.
We can't hear you. Looks like you're muted, maybe.
Can you hear me now?
It's delayed. It's repeating.
Are you on like a speakerphone or something?
I can.
We can't hear you. Looks like you're muted, maybe.
Can you hear me now?
It's on
Are you-
Facebook here.
Are you on like a? Okay, hang on a second. That was really not working. Some kind of echo. Let's try Brian. Brian, how you doing?
Doing great. Can you hear me, Dr. Brad?
Yeah, fantastic. No echo, no worries. So good to see you. So Brian, let's talk to you for a minute. What's happening with you?
Dr. Brad, I've been doing a bunch of sessions for folks. And just this past week, I just hit like low energy moment, like my energy seems to be really low. And
Okay.
I've got pain in my right ear, and my scalp on the right side is super sensitive as well.
Oh, that's interesting. All right. Well, let's see what shows up. Shall we?
That sounds great. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay. First of all, what we'll do is we'll just take a moment again and ask for some help from up above. Okay. Here we go. All right. So let's see here, Brian. I'll use the ring method and let's ask some questions. So are you and I connected energetically? Yes. So if I say my name is Brian, I get a yes. If I say my name is Brad, I get a no, right? So we're connected. So our energies are entangled. All right, so let's see here. Let's ask about this. So it's the right, you've had pain in the right ear and your right scalp sensitive. Let's ask about that and see. Let's ask, is that those symptoms that you're having? And now listen, you need to all remember that the subconscious mind is like a search engine. You can ask questions, it'll give you answers, right? So that pain you're having in the right ear and that right scalp sensitivity, is that connected in any way to your low energy state? Yeah, so there's a connection there. So if we can figure out what's causing the pain, maybe that'll help with the energy. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's go to our body code. Here we go. And okay, so here we go. Let's ask, is there an underlying reason why you're having that pain in the right ear and that sensitivity in the scalp? Yes. Okay. Is it because of something on the left side of the chart? Yes. Is it in the energies area? It is. Is it on the left side of this chart? Yes. Is it post-traumatic? No. Is it offensive? It's some kind of offensive energy. Is it something on the left side of this chart? No. So is it cording or something post-hypnotic or a saboteur? So it's some kind of a saboteur. So this is an interesting one. A saboteur is some kind of negative energy. Sometimes there's like an energy weapon involved. You know, people sometimes say things like, boy, you know, that guy really stabbed me in the back. And sometimes on those people, you'll actually find like an energetic knife and a wound in there. This stuff is really way out there with the body code. It's like, it's really strange. But I've seen cases where people wouldn't get better until something like this was removed. So, you know, the reality of it is these happen. So let's ask some questions about this. Do we need to identify more about this saboteur? Not really. So sometimes it's a weapon. Sometimes it's just a wound that's left there. So, or it could be a control mechanism, like a chain or a rope or something. Just out of curiosity, let's ask, is this a weapon or a wound? There's kind of a wound there. And let's see, a lot of the time, these seem to come from entities. Entities are people that don't have bodies. They're spirits. You know, you might call them ghosts or whatever. I don't like to use the word ghosts because these things are just so common. They're all over the place. But did it come from an entity? It did come from an entity. Is there an associated imbalance that we need to decode? Not really. So let me ask you something, Brian. On a 0 to 10 scale, how would you rate the discomfort in your ear and so on?
I would rate it like a 6 or a 7.
6 or 7. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and just swipe a few times to heal this energetic wound, release this saboteur. Okay. All right. And let's ask now, you know, do we make a correction there? Do you still have a wound there? No. Okay. All right. So maybe walk around for a second. And let's see how it feels now.
You know what? The ear feels definitely better, like probably dropped to maybe a 2 or a 3.
Okay.
I do have the sensitive scalp, which is really interesting because it literally feels like it's divided down the middle of my head on the right side.
Really? Okay, that is interesting. Okay, well, let's take a look at that. So you know, the nice thing about the body code is that it's just really so simple. If in doubt, you just go back to the homepage here, or every time you find an imbalance and release it, you go back to the homepage, and then you just ask, okay, is there another reason? Yeah, there's another reason. What is it? Is it on the right side? No. So is it an energy of some kind? It is. We're going to go here. Is it something on the left side of the chart? No. Is it an allergy or an intolerance? No. Is it something emotional? It is. So is it on the left side here? Yes. Is it a trapped emotion? Yes. Okay. So is it one of these on the left side? Uh-huh. Is it a prenatal trapped emotion or preconception or inherited? So this is actually an inherited trapped emotion. That's kind of surprising, but you never know when you're going to see these, or you never know what you're going to find. And that's really the fun thing about this, to me, is that there's never a dull moment, right? You never know what you're going to see, and anything can cause anything, is the old saying of the holistic physician. So let's ask, this is an inherited emotion. Is it in column A? No. So it's in B. Is it in one of the odd rows in column B? Yes. Is it in row 1 or row 3 or row 5? It's in row 5 in column B. Is it conflict or creative insecurity? Is it terror or unsupported? It's an emotion. It's an inherited emotion of feeling unsupported. Okay. And did you get this from your mother? Yeah, it came from your mom. And did she get it from somebody earlier? Yes, from her mom. Yep. And so does this go back even further? Yes. How many generations? 10, no, 9, 8, 7, 6. Goes back 6 generations. Did it start with a male or a female? It started with a female. So, all right. Do you have any kids, by the way, Brian?
I don't. No.
Okay. All right. Because if you did,
That I
we
know
could
about.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. So let's go ahead and release this now. Right. 10 swipes. All right. Did we release that inherited trapped emotion of unsupported from you? Did it clear from your mom? Yep. And from her mom? Yep. And from all those ancestors all the way back? It did. Okay. Now walk around again a little bit and let's see how that's doing.
Yeah, I would say that Dr. Brad, the only thing that would be left would be maybe a pain around the ear, and that's it. So it's really dropped down a bit.
So that took out that whole scalp, that side, that sensitivity.
Still a little bit there, but it would be like a 1-2. It's not gone, but it's
Okay.
dramatically down.
Okay, good. So interesting. I mean, you never know what you're going to find. So let's go back to the homepage on the body code. And again, for those of you that are new to this, this is how this works. This is energy medicine at its most advanced and simplest too. But I can only imagine, if you're seeing this for the first time, you might think these people are all out of their minds. But hang in there, okay? Because you know what the great science fiction writer Arthur C. Clarke said once. He said any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic, right? And that's all that this is just very, very advanced technology. It's not magic, okay? Think about your cell phone. I mean, I could call somebody in Zimbabwe on this phone right now, no problem, if I had their number. Well, that would seem like magic if you came across it and you'd never seen it before. And this is the same thing, really. It's just very advanced technology. But if you're brand new to it, just hang in there. We're not out of our minds. So let's see here. Let's ask, is there another underlying reason for this pain or what's been going on with you? Yes. Okay, so there's another reason. And is it on the left side of the chart? It is. Is it in the energies area? It is. Okay. So is it one of these on the left side? Yes. Is it post-traumatic? No. Is it offensive? No. Mental. So there's a little mental energy in there going on too. Is it something on the left side of the chart? Yes. Is it a will to or a no will to? It's a no will to something. Now, in the earlier versions of the body code, this one was just will to die, and this one was no will to live. But we've expanded these now because we've found that there are other ones as well. And so we have a chart in here, and to find one of these, and essentially what this is it's a Like, for example, a no will to live would be where you kind of lose the desire to live, even temporarily, and that energy can get stuck in the body. So these are just kind of more specific energies. So is this, and we give you a chart that maybe not be all, it might not be all inclusive, but usually works fairly well to at least get you close. So so this no will to live, is it listed here in column A in the chart? Is it in column B? So something pretty close to it is in column B. Is it in one of the odd rows? Yes. Is it in row 1 or 3? Okay. All right. So let's see what it is. B3. Is it no will to align with the divine, or no will to receive support, or no will to share? So no will to share is the closest to this. And look, I just work here. I don't know what I can't interpret things, but this shows up. Okay, no will to share. Do we need to change the wording on that at all? Not really. So that's pretty close. Now, something like this can come about when you're a child and you don't want to share, and it can just get stuck in your body until you're an adult. You never know. But I'm going to write this down, and you think about this for a minute, Brian. Does this make any kind of sense at all? There we go.
I think I see myself as an oversharer. So I probably have to meditate on what that means. But intuitively, there's nothing that just immediately pops up for me.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, these things come out of the deep subconscious mind, and sometimes it takes a while to figure these out. And then sometimes, a day or two goes by and you're doing the dishes or something mindless, and all of a sudden it pops into your head and you realize, oh, okay, that does make sense. That happens. So let's ask, okay, is there an associated imbalance that we need to decode here? Not really. Okay, so let's release this one. Okay, so just 3 swipes while holding an intention to release that. No will to share. And did we release that? We did. Okay, so go ahead and stand, walk around for a second now.
Okay.
And let's see how that's feeling now compared to how I was feeling before. And hopefully it took out the last little edge off of that thing. I don't know. We'll have to see. The subconscious mind is so funny. It's such a deep well. What I have learned is to just trust it. And whatever shows up, we just fix it. And the whole idea is to just, to be good at this, you really need to have a strong desire to find and remove the imbalances. And you never know what's going to show up. So you just fix whatever shows up and then off you go. How's that feel now, Brian? Did that help?
It did help. And Dr. Brad, would you check the ear just one more time?
Yeah. Yeah. So let's ask about that. Let's ask, is there another imbalance that we can release that is contributing to that ear trouble? Yes or no? I'm getting a no right now. So, but it's a lot better now than it was. True?
Absolutely. Way better.
Okay, awesome. So, yeah, and hopefully if there's still a little bit left there, hopefully, by tomorrow it'll be gone. I mean, if it doesn't, remember that pain is the body's way of telling us that something is wrong. Now, what we haven't really known in the past is what all of those kinds of imbalances can be that can be causing that pain. The pain is a way for the body. It's a way to get your attention. But we just haven't known what all the imbalances were that can cause all this stuff. And so, I mean, think about this. It's so fascinating. This was, it was about a 6 or a 7 with the ear pain. And what did we find? Well, we found a saboteur, first of all, from an entity. And that took it down to about a 2 or a 3. How would you rate it now, just out of curiosity?
A 1. It's definitely down quite a bit. Yeah, it's just, I'd give it a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, great, Brian. Hopefully that'll just keep getting better.
Dr. Brad, thank you. And before you go, can you just share the prayer that you use before each session?
Sure. Yeah. Well, it's on the very last page, basically, of the Emotion Code book, and I think it's on the last page because I was kind of instructed to put it on the last page. If I put it on the first page, nobody would have read any further than that. I mean, it would have been like, okay, this is, I'm not going to read this. But when it's on the very last page and people have read everything else, they get to that point, and it's like, okay, that's interesting. Basically, here's what I do. There's 4 parts, okay, for me. And it's not like you have to follow a specific sort of a written prayer, I don't think. I mean, for me, I think that if you believe in a higher power, honestly, I think it's probably enough to just say help, one word or one thought. But because I believe in Jesus Christ, and I believe that God is our Father and he loves us, and I believe that Jesus Christ is his son as a Christian. Now, again, we all believe different things. And so if you're a Buddhist or, Muslim or whatever, fine, we can all do the same thing, right? So what I do is I just, in my mind, I just say Father, right? Or Heavenly Father, Father in heaven, something like that. And then I'll try to express a little bit of gratitude just really quickly. I'm grateful for this opportunity, and please help me to help this person. And for me, I'll close in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen just means so be it. That's how I do it. But again, I think that we're all, no matter what religion we are, if we believe in a higher power in any way, I think we're all believing in the same, in the same higher power. So whatever you've been taught to believe, if you just ask for that help, what happens is when you ask for that help, it opens up that channel for you, and then that help can flow to you. Because the old saying, well, actually Jesus said this, but I don't think he's the only one. Ask and you shall receive, and knock and it shall be opened, right? And so I think that, when I was in practice, I just felt like I needed all the help that I could get, right? And so I developed that little habit. But I'll tell you something. There were times, and Brian, I'm glad you asked me about this. There were times during those years that I was in practice where somebody would come to see me and they'd have something going on I didn't know how to approach. I mean, sometimes it was just something just totally out of my experience. But I had this habit, and it was a totally private, totally personal habit. I make an emphasis about it now because I'm trying to teach you all how to do this so that it works for you in the best, most powerful way, right? But back then, nobody ever knew. I never told anybody in all those years that I was taking a moment and saying a little prayer for them. Nobody ever knew. But I'll tell you something, when those situations would present themselves where I didn't know how to help a person, I didn't know what to do, I would offer that short, silent prayer. And in response, there were times when the information that I needed would just flood into me like an avalanche of understanding. And I mean, those moments were so unforgettable and so incredible, really. But when I think back on how often that happened, I mean, I can count those situations on one hand. But most of the time, I'll tell you this, when you ask for help from up above, it usually comes in a very subtle way. It'll come in the form of an impression, maybe, or an idea that just kind of floats into your mind, or a thought that you might have. You might think that it's just your own mind creating those things, but a lot of the time, I believe it's not. We also know that, or it's been observed that when we take a moment before we go to work on somebody and we ask for help, angels come in. People that can see angels have seen this, where angels will come in behind the practitioner and be very intently focused on helping them to help whoever it is they're working on, which is really cool. So anyway, it doesn't matter, I don't think, really, what your belief system is. I mean, we all have different belief systems, and that's totally fine. This is not a denominational thing, but I'm glad you asked. That's what I do. And you can do it any way that you want. And like I said, I think one word is probably enough, just to acknowledge that there is a higher power by doing that, and then opening that channel for that higher power to help you. That's awesome. Thank you, Brian.
That's lovely. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day and keep us posted. All right.
You too. Thank you.
All right. See you later. Bye-bye. Okay, cool. All right. Well, okay, let's see here. Yeah, well, thank you all. I mean, the whole purpose of my existence really is to bring this work into the world and to just show you all how this is done. And I mean, my gosh, we've been living in this crazy, insane world with these power structures that have been going on for so long, trying to keep. I mean, you look at what's happening now with all the, all this insanity. I mean, it's just so strange. I mean, if you think about it, if you're sick, oh, you need this thing. It starts with a V. I won't even mention it. They might, cancel me, but you need this. Nobody talks about, at least nobody, that's in power really talks about how you can improve your immune system. You should take these various different things. It's all just this crazy agenda. It's very bizarre. We're in a very strange time. So let's see if we can try. I'm probably not going to have time to take all of you, but we got a few people that are lined up here. So let's add Janice and we'll see. Janice, how are you?
Good. How about you?
Good. Fill me in. What's happening with you?
I've got left foot pain. It's been since last July. I had colon cancer stage 4, non-curable last July, and they took out quite a bit of the cancer in the front part, but they had to take out part of the S2. And before I went in for surgery, they did say I might have some left leg problems, and I do have nerve pain in that left leg ever since surgery.
Okay. So the is it mainly just in the left foot then?
It is just the left foot.
How bad would you say it is right now on a 0 to 10 scale?
I would say an 8.
Okay.
And I am on medication that helps kind of monitor that, but I know that's just a bandage.
Okay. All right. Well, let's take a look. One of the things I've learned is to never say never, because the body is an energy field, right? We're these quantum energy field beings. And so because of that, things can change instantly. They don't have to take forever and ever and ever, right? So you never know what's going to show up. So let's see what we can find, on you, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go, Janice. So let's take a moment and, you can do this too if you want. And the rest of you that are on, if, you feel free to join us if you want. We'll just take a moment here and ask for some help from up above. All right, cool. Okay, so let's ask, first of all, are we connected energetically? Uh-huh. All right, and so if I say my name is Janice, I should get a yes, and I do. All right. Now, my subconscious mind, I've been doing this long enough that when I'm done working with somebody, my subconscious mind will kind of automatically break that connection, okay? And so, but when you're starting out with this, you want to make sure that you're checking for yes and no, and that you're connected and disconnected. All right, so here we go. Let's see here. All right, okay. Just get my piece of paper here all set. All right, so let's see. Let's ask, is there an underlying reason why you are having this pain in your left foot? Yes. Okay. So here's the body code. So now that when we ask a question like that, your subconscious mind immediately comes up with a reason, because anytime you have any kind of a symptom or an issue of any kind going on in the body, and it's not just pain, it's all kinds of things. If you ask if there's a reason for it, the subconscious mind will identify a reason immediately. So now we need to play charades with your subconscious to figure out, what is this reason? So is this reason on the right side of the chart? No. Is it in the energies area? It is. So let's go here. So is it on the left side of this chart? Yes. Is it something post-traumatic? It is. Okay. Is it something on the left side? Yes. Is it a physical trauma? Okay. So I talked about this a little bit before. This is where you receive some kind of a blow, or maybe you have a surgery or something like that. So let me make a note of this really quick. Okay, hold on. Physical trauma. So was this from the surgery that you had? Yeah. Okay. Physical trauma from the surgery. Surgeries will usually leave people with this kind of energy, and then that can, kind of disrupt things. It can slow the healing process and so on. It's like a ball of energy, right? Energy is one of those weird things. You can't see it, kind of like electricity. But when you receive a blow, like in this case, the surgery, that was a trauma to the body, and the energy of that trauma is still in the body, and it's part of the reason why you have the foot pain. So, all right, so is there anything associated with this that we need to decode? Not really, so let's release it. 1, 2, 3 swipes, okay, over the governing meridian, and we're connected energetically. Our energies are entangled, so did we release that physical trauma energy? We did, okay. So just for fun now, are you okay to walk a little?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, stand up and walk around a little bit. And again, for those of you that are just joining us, I like to have people walk a little if they're in pain, because when you clear and release something, things settle into new places, etc. Okay, so having them walk just speeds that up. All right. All right, what do you think? How are we doing so far? Did that make a difference?
Yeah, currently I have a little tingle there.
Okay.
I would say maybe a 3 currently.
Okay, so that took it down to about a 3 in pain. Is that right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, that's pretty good for one shot, right? All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's go back to the homepage and let's ask, is there another underlying reason? Yeah, right. Is there another underlying reason why you're having this pain? Is it on the left side? Is it in the energies area? It is. Okay, so there's something else. Is it on the left side? No. Is it an allergy or an intolerance? No. Is it something emotional? It is. So there's something emotional going on. Is it on the left side? Yes. Is it a trapped emotion? It is. So there's a trapped emotion affecting it. Is it on the left side? No. Is it a common trapped emotion? Okay, so common trapped emotions are just emotions that happen to us between birth and the present. So is this emotion listed in column A? It is. Is it in one of the odd rows? Yes. Is it in row 1? No. Row 3? No. Row 5? Row 5, column A. So it's one of these. So is it blaming or dread? Is it fear or horror or peeved? So it's an emotion of feeling peeved, which is a polite way of saying pissed off. Okay. The trapped emotion is peeved. Do we need to know more about this? Not really. So whatever, we're going to go ahead and release it. Okay.
Awesome.
Did we release that trapped emotion? We did. Okay, go ahead and stand up now and walk around for a minute and we'll see how that's feeling. This is just way too much fun. All right.
Okay.
All right. How you doing so far? What do you think?
Good. Currently, I would say it's just like a little numb feeling in that foot now.
Okay. So the pain was an 8. And then it was an 8, went to a 3. And is there any pain in there still?
Right now, it's more or less just kind of numb and tingly. So not really pain.
Okay, good. So when was the last time that you didn't have any pain in there?
It would have been July 25th, the day before I had surgery.
Wow. Okay, cool. Well, so let's, good. We got it to a 0. That's awesome. And sometimes that happens really fast. So let's ask, just for fun here, is there another underlying reason for this pain that you have had? Not really. Okay. So the physical trauma energy from the surgery brought it down a lot, 5 points out of 10. So, or out of 8, well, brought it from 8 to 3. And then that emotion of peeved, you'll have to think about that emotion.
Interesting.
Yeah, who knows? Oh, well, anyway, that's great, Janice. Thank you.
Thanks for your help. Enjoy reading up on your emotion and body code.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Let us know how it goes. Now, here's the thing. When we do this kind of work, there's a healing process that begins immediately, and it goes for usually a day or two. And we call that period processing. Now, about 20% of the time, people will have some kind of symptom from the processing. They might feel kind of emotionally up and down, or they might feel like they need to sleep more, or they might have a hard time sleeping, or you never know, but it's all part of that healing process. So for any of you that we've worked on today, if you're having any of these things, okay, any of those symptoms over the next day or two, just realize it's part of the process. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, let's see here. We're way out of time, but whatever. Let's add Nancy here. Nancy, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Dr. Brad?
I am just having such fun today. I'm having way too much fun. So what's going on with you? You're having some kind of issue?
Well, I'm also having a left foot problem, if you can believe it, but I've been having it for over 5 years. It started really weird, and it's a really weird feeling. I can't really describe it. It's like there's a cloth in between me and my foot. So I'm feeling
the cloth?
A cloth.
CLOTA?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's like a cloth there in between me trying to feel my foot. So I can feel it, but it's not, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's really, really hard.
So you have a certain amount of maybe numbness. You've lost a certain amount of feeling in the left foot.
Yeah, I think so. And it feels like there's something inside my foot, but there isn't. I've been to 2 different doctors. I've had cortisone injections, and I've been to physical therapy. And, I've worked on it some, and I've been to other people to work on it some. And it's gotten better. It really has gotten much better, but it's still there. It's really annoying.
And you have pain too?
I do, but it's like if I'm wearing my special shoes, I have special shoes that I wear for it. I can actually like not feel it for a while. But as soon as I take my shoe off, it feels like there's something inside.
Okay, interesting. Are you feeling that right now?
Yeah, I definitely am.
Well, I don't have any idea what's going on, frankly, but your subconscious mind does know.
Yeah.
So, that makes it pretty easy, at least to find imbalances. And a lot of the time, if you find the imbalances, then things can shift and get better. And because it's the imbalances that cause all of our trouble. So let's just take a moment. We'll ask for some help from up above. Here we go. Okay. All right. Let's see here, Nancy. So are we connected energetically? Yes. Okay, good. So our energies are entangled, and it doesn't matter where you are. Where are you, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
I'm in Nashville.
You're in Nashville. Yeah. And I'm in Meridian, Mississippi today, of all places.
Yeah,
so
just down the street.
Just down the road, huh? All right. So let's see here. Let's ask, and again, I'm asking your subconscious mind, is there a reason why you've got these weird feelings in your left foot? Yeah, there's a reason. So let's go to the body code. There's always a reason, right? When things happen. So what's the reason? Could be any of these. I mean, literally, it could be anything on here. Is it something on the left side? No. So is it a pathogen? It could be. No. Is it a misalignment? It's a misalignment of some kind. Okay. Is it something on the left side of the chart? No. Is it skeleton? It's something in the skeleton. Is it in the appendicular skeleton? No. Now you might think so because that's where the foot is, but no, it's the axial skeleton. So we'll go to the axial skeleton. Yeah. Is it something on the left side? Is it in the vertebral column? No, it's in the skull. Okay. So once again, we're taken to the skull. Okay. So let's see. Is it one of these bones on the left side? No. Is it the frontal bone? No. Parietal? No. Temporal? No. Occipital? It's the occipital bone. Now, we had somebody in the very beginning. Was that Jana? I think Jana had that.
Yeah.
She did. she had that. So let me make a note here. So that occipital bone is not happy. It's out of whack, out of balance, misaligned, whatever you want to call it. It's not moving, like it should be. The whole entire skull expands and contracts very slightly, okay, about 12 times a minute. And if you get a bone that gets stuck, then it won't respire, it won't function normally. So that's what's going on with your occipital bone. So let's ask, is there an associated imbalance that we need to decode here? Yes, something else. Let's go to the home page. All right, so there's something else connected to this, and what is that? Is it something on the right side, left side, energies? Yeah, so remember what I said earlier. Usually if you've got a misalignment of a bone, or imbalance in a chakra or a meridian, it's usually something emotional, usually a trapped emotion. Is that what this is? Yeah, so we'll just cut right to the chase here, and it's a trapped emotion. Yeah, so save us some time. So is it one of these on the left side of this chart? Mm-hmm. Is it prenatal or preconception or inherited? It's an inherited trapped emotion. And you might think, well, I've only had it for 5 years. And that's okay, because sometimes these things take a lifetime to show up. I mean, you just never know. So it's an inherited trapped emotion. Let's see what emotion it is. Is it listed in the chart here in column A? No. So it's in B. Is it in one of the odd rows? Yes. Is it in row 1? No. Row 3? Yes. So it's one of these. Is it confusion? This is inherited now. Is it inherited confusion or inherited defensiveness or inherited grief? It's inherited grief. Inherited grief. So did you get this from your mom? Yep. So when you were conceived, your mom gave this to you. Did she get it from somebody earlier? Yes, from her mom. Yep. So she got it from her mom when she was conceived. And does it go back even further? It does. How many generations? Does it go back 10 generations? Yes. 20, no. 15, 16, 17, 18. It goes back 17 generations, which is a long way. Yeah, 17 generations. Let me just add this up really quick. So if we say 17 generations times, say, 26 years per generation, 442 years minus 2022 equals 1580.
Wow.
So this proves that you must have had an ancestor at that time.
Wow.
Me being humorous. Okay. All right. You had an ancestor that had a bad day, or a bad month, or a bad life, or something. Do we need to know more about this? No. Nancy, do you have any kids?
No, I don't.
Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll release this now. We'll do 10 swipes. 10. There we go. Did we release that? That grief emotion from you and from your mom and from her mom and from all those other 17 generations back, all those ancestors. Yeah. Okay. So now we found that because of that misalignment going on, that imbalance in your occipital bone, right? So let's check this bone. Is this bone happy now and balanced now? It is. Okay, good. So stand up and walk around now and let's see how that feels.
It's still there.
Mm-hmm. Your foot's still there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It maybe feels a little bit better, but it's still there. I can still feel it.
Maybe a little better, but you can still feel it. Okay, well, that's all right. I don't guarantee we're going to be able to make it feel any different today. I don't know. I just work here. So, okay. So let's ask, is there another underlying reason why this left foot feels weird? Yes. Is the reason on the left side? Yes. Is it in the energies area? It is. Okay. So is it on the left side? Yes. Is it post-traumatic? It is. Is it one of these on the left side? Is it a physical trauma? It is a physical trauma. And so I think we've seen one of these with everybody that we've worked with so far. And these are fairly common.
Yeah.
Physical trauma is where you receive some kind of a physical blow, or maybe a surgery, or maybe something really intense has happened, but it's usually a physical thing. Physical trauma. So let's scroll down a little bit. Now, out of these three, just out of curiosity, which one do you think is more likely that's creating this?
I've had all three. So,
okay, that's fine.
I'd be curious if it's an injury, if it's like a fall or something.
Well, was it from something like an injury or fall or an illness or surgery? I think it's from surgery, actually.
Oh.
So what kind of surgeries did you have?
Well, I had lots, not lots, but I've had several. But the most recent one was, I think, when I had my gallbladder out.
How long ago was that?
That was 2005, I think. Yeah, I think it was 2005.
Okay. Well, just out of curiosity, we could ask if this physical trauma energy is from that surgery, the gallbladder surgery, and I get a yes. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, that could make sense then. So, do we know anything else about this physical trauma energy? Not really. Is there anything associated with it? Not really. So those are the main questions. If you notice here, we'll always pretty much ask, all right, do we need to know more about this? And once we've identified everything we need to know, then we ask, well, is there anything associated with this? Okay.
Right.
Yeah, to try to these are the questions we ask to try to really uncover everything that we need to uncover so that when we release things, we're really releasing them permanently. So let's go ahead and we'll release this physical trauma energy from the surgery back then. Okay. Did that take care of that? Yeah. Okay. Now, why don't you go ahead and walk around for a second and let's see how that feels.
It's still there, but my it feels cold. My toes and my foot feels cold.
Okay, just on the left side?
Yeah, just on the left side.
Oh, that's interesting. So there's something happening, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's getting really intense.
The cold feeling?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, things are probably things are shifting and moving around and so on. You might want to walk a little bit more.
Okay.
Maybe just walk a little more, yeah. Yeah. How's it feel?
It feels pretty much the same, but it's still really cold.
That's interesting. Well, I think we've started something with that foot. And sometimes the results, well, it's like Natalia is saying, sometimes the results show right away. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, right?
Right.
You never know. And but you can feel there's something definitely different about that foot now, huh?
Yeah, there definitely is.
Something's going on. So let's go back to the body code and we'll ask, all right, is there, let's see here. By the way, that occipital bone, did we correct that? Is that happy now? It is. And we cleared the physical trauma. Yes. Okay, good. All right. So let's ask, is there another underlying reason for this that's happening right now? Is there another underlying reason, something else that we can correct or take care of? No, nothing else is showing up right now. So, so anyway, yeah, that means that it either means that there are no other imbalances to find ever, or it may mean that there's maybe something that might pop up again, in a day or two. There might be some other deeper things, and they don't necessarily show up right now. Okay.
Okay.
So there you go.
Great. Thank you very much, Dr.
All right.
Yeah.
You're welcome. All right. We'll see you. All right. Fun stuff. Well, unfortunately, guys, I am totally out of time. But you know what? We'll do this again. So tune in next time, and let's see here. So yeah, I want to thank you all for being on, and remember also that we're having our here. Let me see if I can show you this really quick. If you go to discoverhealing.com, we're having this Valentine's Day sale, and if you go there, you'll see this thing pop up, and you can save 5% on certification for the emotion code and the body code. They will never be as inexpensive as they are now, because unfortunately the prices are going up a little bit, and then you're getting 5% off today too. And this sale ends tomorrow night. It ends tomorrow night. It's February 15th. It ends, it's the 14th today, Valentine's Day. It ends tomorrow. And again, also remember that if you're looking for a practitioner, you can go to our practitioner map, and you can find certified practitioners. They're all over the world, right? We have between 8,000 and 9,000 certified emotion code practitioners now in 80 plus countries. We've got body code practitioners as well in many countries around the world. And remember that this work is done at a distance. Okay, so take a little bit of the money that you used to spend on getting drinks at Starbucks or something, and maybe get a session a month with a practitioner in somewhere in the world, and start working on your own health. You can work on yourself as well, but it's always nice to have someone else work with you, because we can clear 80 or 90% of our own issues, but then there's always going to be things that you're not going to be able to find yourself. And that's how it was even for me. There were things that I would never have found. I had to have somebody else help me to find those things. So anyway, this has really been a lot of fun. We'll do this again soon, okay? Because it's really so much fun for me. It's the most fun I think I get to have, during the week. So anyway, thank you all so much, and happy Valentine's Day. All right. Hope you all have a great Valentine's Day, and we will talk again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.